Part of the reason that this theater is so special is where it's located. It's right in the heart of the town. It's in the heart of the community. When you have a theater, you have people come, they have something to do in the evenings. They spend the night, they buy gas, they go to a restaurant. All of that is what theater does, and that's why it's a multi-million-dollar industry. But we also had people who grew up in this theater, and it broke their hearts to see that it was not maintained. It's a matter of knowing that it can be an economic, a social, and an educational stimulus by those people who put the numbers on the paper. But it also tugged at the heartstrings of people who wanted to see it revitalized and renovated.
We immediately fell in love with the project and what they were trying to achieve, and really felt that this project was going to be pivotal to this community and the revitalization of their entire Main Street. And we know from our experience that one big anchor project can really start turning a town around. So we were committed. We were determined to find a way to make it happen.
Broadly, the Allegheny Foundation seeks to be a catalyst for revitalization of the Allegheny Highlands, and we do that by supporting people and organizations trying to improve the economic well-being and opportunities for all residents. With that said, more specifically, the Masonic Theater really launched with an amazing and engaged group of volunteers. And I want to pay tribute to Gail's late husband, John Hillert, who took on the real charge of getting everybody excited about being involved with this theater. They painted a vision and began to work hard towards how to make that vision a reality, and persuaded the Allegheny Foundation that this would be a good investment in our community, not only as a beautiful performing space and a community center, but also as a building block for downtown revitalization.
We at the Historic Masonic Theater are very grateful to the Allegheny Foundation. We were really novices at doing this. John was good at finding talent, and he surrounded himself with good people, and that's what helped. But when we knew that we had the support of the Allegheny Foundation, that's when we thought, well, nothing is impossible.
So when I look back, I think about how much work it took for the foundation to figure out the financing side of it. And I know there was a lot for the nonprofit as well. And these kinds of transactions involve a lot of partners, from those who invest in the tax credits to those who allocate the tax credits. And one of the real breakthroughs was when Virginia Community Capital came to the table. VCC provided something that no one else had figured out before, which was the ability to do a bridge loan to pull together the cash flow over a year to 18 months initially. And that was when the foundation got more comfortable with the financing side, was when VCC could lay out, here are all the different tools that are being used to do the financing.
So this was actually new for us at the time, and it showed the importance of using guarantees to help with these vital community development projects. VCC provided a bridge loan to the theater in order to help it bridge its tax credits. At the time, we needed someone else to come in to help us be comfortable, and the foundation was ready to step up and say, we will guarantee this loan, which is amazing. It kind of builds on how philanthropic institutions can utilize guarantees to help with these projects locally in their communities.
I happened to be the secretary of the board then, and I look back at our minutes, and I have minutes from January 14th, 2015. I look down kind of midway through the meeting, and it says, the big news, drum roll, VCC approved the bridge loan. And then we knew the renovation, we would have the cash in hand to start the renovation. What a relief, just amazing. They didn't just come in, drop the money, and leave. They were involved in our meetings. They all took tours of the theater when we did our official tours. They were very involved, not only in the theater, but in what it meant to the community. They saw the big picture.
Because of the other money that was in that transaction, we were not able to put a lien on that property. So we had to decide whether we were willing to take construction risk without any collateral. And the board sat and debated that for a little while and said, you know, if we don't do this, this project won't get done. And so we just decided it was the right thing to do, and it was a risk we were going to take because it was our mission to do it.
There's much to do after being closed for 15 months because of COVID, but we were beginning to show that the doubters maybe, or the people that were a bit skeptical, that a theater can change a community. And after COVID, we also hope to heal a community. We reopened on June 4th, and people were smiling and laughing and clapping together, and all of that's really important when you can sit there and experience these things together.
When I think about the Allegheny Foundation's strategies for how to move forward in economic revitalization and economic transformation, one of the aspects that our board really focuses on is how arts, culture, and heritage really lift up a place and give a sense of place, not only for visitors, but for the people who live there.
I think the revitalization of the theater was so important because it's a tremendous community asset. Its historic significance and the people who've performed there in the past just really spoke to the value that it serves in the community.
The arts are important. Housing is important. Small business and jobs are important. You need that to sustain life. But it's really the arts that bring the soul of the town alive. And so supporting something like the Masonic Theater was really important for the vibrancy of the community and not just the sustainability of the community.